Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how optimize my online teaching with Zoom, Dropbox and Word. Let's get started. So I teach German and I teach German to groups of people, and to coordinate them is sometimes not an easy task. I use Zoom for the talking bit, and it's easy because you can just copy invitation. It's easy for the students to connect, and once they're connected you can share your screen, which I'll show you in a bit. There we go. It asks you if you want to join with your computer audio, then you can share your screen easily. Just press this button and then they know what you're doing on your screen, and therefore you can show material. Like I teach German, of course, and then I got German material. I got the homework, which I come back to later, and this is what it looks like on their screen. So they have on a handheld device. Obviously, if they take their phone and use it with landscape mode, they can see much more. All right, this is Zoom. Then you have even more extras like polls. You can manage them, you can mute them, which is sometimes really convenient. Also, you can annotate, like you can draw on your screen. But one thing that I really like is also you can share computer sound. So if you have an audio, you can play it for them. It's really easy. You don't have to upload it on the cloud or anything, so not an issue of data. And then a big plus is the breakout room. If you have larger groups and you want them to speak with each other, activate their vocabulary, their grammar, then you can create different rooms and put them into uh, groups of 2 or 3 people, and that is really handy. Alright, the next thing that I'm going to show you is Dropbox, because I organize everything I do on Dropbox. So for every week I have obviously material that I teach and I upload them for them. I used Google Drive, but I think it's a little cumbersome, and this is also, I love the extra, the feature that it is on your desktop. Looks like just like the Windows file manager that you used to, but you have to keep Dropbox in the background if you want it updated. That's an important thing to keep in mind. But anyways, so once I tell them to do their homework, specifically writing texts, I have a lot of correcting to do, so I created a macro, and this macro is actually resetting all the text to German, because sometimes they use their editor in English, and then the editor, once I open, is automatically in English, and that is not very helpful. So I don't want to reset every time, so I created the macro, which I combined with the correcting macro. And this one, as you can see, is marking all the words that are incorrect, also marking all the sentences that are incorrect, sometimes the whole sentence. I haven't figured it out on Visual Basic, how to just mark the wiggly lines, because Word is doing a pretty good job of correcting the grammatical errors. But I think this is necessary, because once the student realizes there's a mistake, they can correct it, which I think is more helpful than to give them the correction right away, because this way they just look at it once and they don't really follow through with their own mistakes. So this is what I do. Then I save the document and then I revise it in the session with my students and show them what's the mistake on that. So I hope this has helped you. I will write a link in the description for the macro. Otherwise, that was what I used Zoom for the groups. You can also have video conversation, of course, video stream, and Dropbox for managing large amounts of data and students. I have just about 20, almost 20 students, so that's a lot of data and a lot of material and a lot of homework that I have to organize. And without Zoom, I would probably, without Dropbox, I would have a much harder time. They can also upload audios, which is helpful because I tell them to record themselves talking. preparing for an examination. So they have to upload this audio and I can check if they have done their homework. And I use Word for a real quick way to correct my students. I hope this has helped you, and yeah, take care.